Ready to ditch tedious editing? Canva's AI just made you a video editing genius. No degree required. Auto trim, extracting audio, voice enhancements, and AI generated video highlights practically do the work for you without even breaking a sweat.
Welcome to Content Creators Connect. Here we are all about encouraging the 3 C's, connecting with others via video, content development that builds your personal brand, and creators sharing their experiences despite their distance.
So I have a really important question for you guys tonight as we kick things off. And I'm wondering how you think integration of these AI-driven tools, like I'm going to talk about tonight, the auto trim, the extract audio, enhancing voice features in Canva, how do you think they're going to change our approach to video editing and content creation? I'm going to hit Manny first.
Well, let me tell you, I'm super excited about this topic for one big reason. I've been using Canva a lot more for my video editing. I have not used a software of any sort in quite some time, maybe because I'm doing basic editing, but I am having to edit, but I have not used anything other than Canva itself. So I feel like whatever it is that they're integrating when it comes to AI, I can only think is very powerful. So when I think about our workflow, I can already tell you I've been implementing it and I don't even know what you're sharing in reference to all this because I've not done any of that myself. So super excited about that. What about you, Kevin?
Well, I'm super excited to hear what Dory has to talk about today because one thing caught my ear was auto trimming. And that is a big thing with the editing to be able to figure out how to do that. And if AI is going to do that for me and do all that heavy lifting, I am all for that for sure. So, and I'm also very curious about the audio portion because I've heard some mixed reviews of how AI is doing a good job or a bad job. So I'm very curious to hear how Canva is implementing this and how they're doing in this space. If this is a type of content you'd like to see more of, please consider hitting that subscribe button and that notification bell so you can get notified when we go live.
So here we are on our Canva homepage, and I am about to walk you through some of these amazing video editing enhancements that Canva is rolling out. So first, I want to draw your attention to something really important, something that I didn't necessarily find in the documentation, but when I started messing around with the tool, it was very evident very quickly what the issue was. So here I have a clip of our previous Canva instructional episode, which is 22 minutes long. When you click on the video, you have to be here and not down here in the timeline. You have to actually click on the video itself. If I go to the edit tool and I attempt to select any of these new features, the highlights feature, the auto trim feature, anything like that, what you're going to see is you're going to see a message pop up on the screen. And that message is going to indicate that this video is too long for the tool to effectively do anything. Beta version of the 2024, pause that. I'm going to hit auto trim and you're going to see that error. That error message basically reads, the video is too long for auto trim and it can be no longer than 10 minutes. Select or upload a shorter video. Try again. So I'm going to hit dismiss. Now I'm going to show you what I did. I went and trimmed the video and chose a section that was approximately 7.5 minutes long. You can see down here at the bottom, it is a clip that is 7 minutes and 40 seconds long. I thought that's well within the 10 minutes. Perfect. Let's get her done. So I click on the video clip. I go to the trim feature. I hit auto trim. That I, as a content creator, but wait, the error message appears again. Here's the caveat. Because I trimmed the original video, which was in fact 22 minutes long, Canva is smart enough to recognize that this is just a clip of a longer video. So there is a workaround. What I did was I actually went and downloaded this 7.5 minute clip and then re-uploaded it as a brand new video file and added it to my project. So now to show you, I'm going to click on it. I'm going to hit the trim tool That's
Now,
the
up here
image
at the
that I, as a
top, I'm
content
going to hit
creator,
pause. You could hear it's the exact same clip. It starts in the same way. It is the exact same length, which is 7 minutes and 40 seconds. But now I have the auto trim feature and the highlights feature. So this is what I'm going to demonstrate to you right now. I'm going to hit auto trim, and the system is going to do its job, and then it's going to generate a new version of this clip, which it has cut out approximately 5 minutes worth of content. I want to just point out a few things to you. If you look up here in the toolbar, this portion of my video is selected as the current active piece of the trim field. You can change that and you can alter its location. You can slide it one way or another if there are certain aspects that you want to specifically insert or remove from that trim. So this is AI doing its work to take a piece of your content and trim it down to a more manageable length, something that you can use for maybe short form content or maybe just as a demo highlight, a little teaser video, something like that. So the auto trim allows you some flexibility after it generates some of that content for you. And then when you're finished, you can go ahead and hit done. And it is, in fact, now a clip that is, I've adjusted it, so it's now 4 minutes and 28 seconds. So that is a really amazing feature that in just a short amount of time, Canva's AI can take a long form video and find the most important aspects of it and trim it down. I'm going to go to the trim button up here at the top, which is this young lady right here, and hit the pause button. And now what I want to do is I want to hit the highlights button. So let me explain what highlights is as the AI is doing its work. This video segment is 7 minutes and 40 seconds long. Using the highlights option in Canva is going to give me what the AI intuitively determines is the most important aspects in short form content of this video. Why is this important for us as content creators? Well, we like to leverage short form videos in the form of Reels, YouTube Shorts, TikTok videos. This generates it for us. So if you look here in the highlights area, I'm going to use a blank canvas that mimics a YouTube thumbnail template. Okay, so let me point out what just happened. It took my intro, it gave it a heading of setting up the canvas, and it took a 14.3-second clip of that video and it separated it out. If you look in that list that's generated, you can see that it has given headings to each of those separate highlights that it has located. The next one is choosing a thumbnail template. Next is searching for an image, expanding the image. Now, expanding the image is a little bit longer. It's 69 seconds. See that the original. So you get the idea. After I move my cursor and I'm no longer hovering, the autoplay feature of the highlight is removed. So let's say, for example, I want to use this final adjustments piece. I'm going to click on it. Now it says add selection to design. And then I'm going to select that. One other thing I want to point out, it shows you which piece of the video up here in the timeline is represented by that highlight. So this one here is highlighted by the end. I'm going to hit add selection, and now I'm going to hit done. So no longer do I have a 7-minute long video clip. Now I have a 31-second video clip. You can do this as many times as you need to generate as many highlight reels as you can possibly fathom. So in that particular case, I have one instructional video that is roughly 8 minutes long. And from that, I have generated 8 to 10 potential YouTube shorts and Instagram reels to help tease and promote that content. In my opinion, that is an incredible game changer and very big for content creators. The rest of this demonstration is going to talk about enhancing audio quality. So what I've done is I've actually found a YouTube video of someone talking about good and bad audio quality. This is the original video, and he is talking from a good performing microphone and then demonstrates various things like background noise, incorrect mic placement, distorted audio, speaking from a Bluetooth earbud versus a microphone, and so on and so forth. So I'm going to click on this, and now I'm going to hit the edit button. And over here on the right, you're going to see you could also select highlights from here. You can do your trimming from here if you don't want to use the menu up across the top. But I want to focus our attention on the audio section, which is right here. You can extract your audio from a clip so that you can then edit it independent of the video itself. And all that's simply going to do is create an audio timeline below your video timeline. Why might you want to do this? Well, for a lot of reasons. If you want to edit, if you want to add an audio effect to a specific clip of your video, if you need to change the volume of a specific section of your video, independent of everything else, this gives you the ability to do that because you can split your video and then now you have an isolated clip with the audio below. Now what I'm going to do is go back to the edit area, and I want to talk about this enhanced voice. Have you ever had a situation where you record an audio, perhaps of yourself, or you're doing an interview with someone, and then you play it back and either you sound distorted, your interviewer's volume doesn't match your level, or maybe they sound like they're echoey or far away, and you just wish that you had an ability to tweak it, but you don't know where to start in your editing software? Canva is going to take care of that for you. This is absolutely amazing. So what I want to do is I'm going to play a clip of him with his good quality microphone so you can hear his natural voice.
Quality and how the quality of your audio has a massive impact on the perceived quality of your information or product.
Okay, so that's him using his professional microphone. Now what I want to do is I'm going to take you over to his first example of an issue that we as content creators tend to have often, which is adding background noise accidentally to our recordings. So here's a sample with the background noise.
Background noise. You're probably thinking, what's the big deal? But please remember that your brain is already hearing the noises in your current environment, where you are. If you're at home, it's your appliances.
So you could hear things like a dog barking, birds chirping, traffic outside, the usual things that we have to contend with. Now I want to bounce over here. Same exact clip. All I am going to do is I'm going to toggle this button on here that says Enhance Voice. Now, I've already done this once because it does take a few minutes for the AI to process the new audio, but once you do it, it should toggle on and off fairly quickly. This particular clip that's about 26 seconds long took almost as much time, maybe almost a minute, to actually enhance the audio. So now I'm going to play this same clip. Tell me what you hear differently.
Background noise. You're probably thinking, what's the big deal? But please remember that your brain is already hearing the noises in your current environment, where you are. If you're at home, it's your appliances.
So what you should have recognized is that while it was unable to completely eliminate the background noise, you could still mildly hear the chirping and very low barking of a dog. It was much easier to hear his voice. His voice was crisper. It was more forward and more present in the video clip. The next example is something we also have to contend with often, which is built-in microphones.
A very common issue is people recording videos using built-in microphones on laptops or smartphones.
Here is that same exact clip with the enhanced audio turned on.
A very common issue is people recording videos using built-in microphones on laptops or smartphones.
You can still tell it's not his professional microphone, but it is much clearer than the original. Next, we are going to show improper mic placement or distance from the microphone.
This is what the microphone that's behind me in the video sounds like. And I'm also going to take just a few steps back from this microphone. So now I'm about half a meter or a couple of feet away from the microphone. And I know that you can still hear me just fine.
So he definitely sounded like he was farther away towards the end of that. So now let's listen again.
This is what the microphone that's behind me in the video sounds like. And I'm also going to take just a few steps back from this microphone. So now I'm about half a meter or a couple of feet away from the microphone.
Now, again, we can still tell he's not up front next to his professional microphone, but the AI is doing what I consider to be a great job of overcoming the improper mic placement and the distance to the microphone. This is distorted audio. Protect your ears.
Now this is what it sounds like when you record your microphone too hot or too loud. The recording medium can't deal with such a high level.
And now let's see if the AI is able to fix this.
Now this is what it sounds like when you record your microphone too hot or too loud. The recording medium can't deal with such a high level.
Still muffled, still distorted, but the AI is trying to find his voice in that static. And then finally, Bluetooth earbuds.
But honestly, I can't even use them for a phone call because the microphone sounds like this. But honestly, I can't even use them for a phone call because the microphone sounds like this.
So those are some of Canva's video and audio enhancements that they are rolling out. Okay, so I know that that was a lot of information to take in, but I'm wondering which of Canva's new AI-powered video editing features are you guys most excited to try out? So we had auto trim, extract audio, enhance voice, and the automatic highlights feature. And as a follow-up, how do you think that these could potentially change your workflow? Manny, what do you think?
Well, when it comes to a lot of those, I can see me using the auto trim for sure. I actually have already used extract audio with some of the video editing that I, just saw that you can do that. I've definitely used that portion. And the other stuff, like I'm really excited about trying it. But if I had to pick one of those that I'm really excited, oh my gosh, it's between auto trim and between those highlights. Like I really am looking forward to like, well, how's that going to help me on mine with everything that I do? But when I think about the editing that I was already doing, and then knowing the power of having this availability of the auto trim, I'm wondering how much that's going to affect my workflow because if I'm going, I mean, some of this stuff does, like I got to go back and I don't like the way it sounds, or, sometimes I have to do a voiceover in some cases. So knowing that I can have this portion where it can start eliminating some of this stuff for me, I'm really curious about what that's going to do to my workflow in adding that. But I can definitely see me using the enhanced voice. But I would say the one that I'm most excited about probably trying is going to be those highlights, that highlight feature. I'm really looking forward to checking out. What about you, Kevin? What did you get out of that? What are you going to use the most?
Well, I 100% concur with you. The highlights definitely did catch my eye. And as I said at the very beginning, the auto trim caught my eye. And for the highlights, yeah, I'm looking for a way to get those shorts, like YouTube shorts, the reels, Facebook stories, and all your social media to be able to have AI create that content for you. Then all you have to do is just go and pick and choose and sort of say, yep, that's actually what I wanted to use to tease my audience to come and watch the full video. So yeah, the highlights and the trim were definitely on the top of my list. But as you mentioned in your training, Dory, I am kind of disappointed that it's only for 10 minutes and less. So I'm hoping Canva is able to develop this so it can actually become a longer video. So it can be a sort of a one-stop shop for all of the content creators' video needs, whether you're trimming it, creating the shorts, or using some of the other tools that are available in Canva. So, but because the audio, I already knew about separating because I've used that before in the past, like taking a video and then taking out the actual talking and inputting like copy or royalty free music in as well. So I've done that and sort of knew about that feature, and I've been using that for quite some time already. So I'm very curious whether I need to invest in some good headphones because these audio enhancements unfortunately, I found them very minute listening to here, but it may be just the ambient noise in my room that was sort of covering a lot of those sounds and noticing the differences between the two. So that's what I'm looking forward to. Go and play with those as soon as we're done this episode.
I will say that I had headphones in when I was going back and forth between the two versions of the audio. So that might have helped me isolate the changes a little bit more. And to your point about the Canva with the 10-minute, I tried to investigate it after, and the only thing I could find was that Possibly because this is so new, Canva is still trying to make their AI robust enough to keep up with that like auto processing of that long form content. So maybe as their AI develops, maybe they'll be able to handle longer form video. So my fingers are also crossed on that. I thought it was really strange though that it wasn't posted anywhere and I just stumbled upon it when I was practicing with the video. So we'll see what Canva has in store for us in its next round of enhancements, let's say.
My friends, if you enjoy content like this and you're finding it useful, we would love it if you'd like and subscribe to our channel. And sharing our content is also a great way to spread the love. And you can visit our website for all the information on all the different ways that you can connect with us right there in front of you at linktree/content creators connect. We are on YouTube and Facebook.
Also, if you are interested in some new content for us to cover, make sure you drop down in the comments what you would like us to review and deep dive into. So, until then, we urge you to dive into your 3 C's. Start today creating unique content that builds connections and breaks down those barriers.
And for additional AI tools that help us with our content creation workflow, please check out this video right down here entitled From Concept to Clicks Maximizing Productivity with AI Tools. And until next time, take care.
Bye bye. Thanks for
See ya.
joining.